All right, if I could ever get everybody to take a chair, we'll go ahead and get started back. All right, so welcome everyone to the Dawes County Board of Commissioners voting session. Today is Thursday, February the 6th, 2025. Appreciate all those that are in attendance as well as those that are with us online. Let the record show that all the commissioners are present in the roll call. We do have opening presentation, the unveiling of our county website upgrade. Mr. Aaron is going to take care of that.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, Board of Commissioners. It's a little bit interesting being on this side of the podium. Usually I'm behind the camera over there. So I have the pleasure of presenting to you our newly updated website, which is live as of 9 a.m. this morning. I first want to start out by thanking our county manager, Joey Leverett, for giving me the authority to handle this project and letting me move forward on it. So here is a quick overview of the project. We began our talks in spring and we fully signed the paperwork and kicked off work in July. The project price is $25,000, $674.75, with an annual recurring price of $5,805. So I would like to first show off how much money we ended up saving. As Municode customers, we did have a discount with Civic Plus, which is our new website providers. They have bought out Municode, for lack of better words. And we also removed a couple of our wish list items. Department headers are unique customizable pages that we could make some of the departments look like they had their own website. That would have been nice, but in an effort to save taxpayer dollars, we cut out that wish list item. So we ended up saving $17,529.25. So here's a quick look. Of course, I grabbed these screenshots before it went live today, so this is just the placeholders. And we have mostly focused on wanting to make sure that all the information flows a little bit more smoothly, which of course is going to be a continued effort as we look to monitor how the residents interact with our website and what we can do to help lead residents to the right information. Some of our county spotlights here I've actually just added today include Board of Commissioner meetings so that people have quicker access to that as they get involved, learn what's happening in our community, as well as T-Splosh, one of our newer projects from the vote last year, and we would like to keep residents up to speed on all those projects as we complete infrastructure projects. So what did we really get out of this website? I list the obvious here as anything that you would expect from a website update. It just has simpler user interface and a smoother, cleaner user experience for our residents. Things like our links just working more properly and the flow of information just looking better. Some of these special features, agendas and minutes, we use Municode meetings, and that has been carried over so that nothing has gone awry. This meeting is a perfect example that our link still works and people can find the agendas and minutes without any broken links. One of the greatest features as well is it is completely ADA compliant. So we have some new updates as of last year, and our website providers made sure that every single page is ADA compliant, which is extremely helpful for those who are reading impaired and have readers. That way, there's nothing broken or messed up as the reader goes over our website. We can also check for ADA compliance every time we post a page. So that's just very nice to know that nothing is inaccessible to some of our residents. Some of our community engagement will also be increased. We have abilities to have opinion polls and surveys that we can add to our actual web pages, which can be helpful depending on different projects we would like community input on. We will hopefully also be able to embed a live video like our Board of Commissioner meetings, and we can embed it on the website itself so that people can access it from the website instead of having to have a Facebook account to watch our videos. Some of our other fun features are predictive search. Anytime a resident searches something, it will catalog it and it'll start to actually collect how many times people are searching something. That way, when they type it in, it'll start to provide those answers for them. So hopefully residents will be able to find answers much more quickly. And then finally, Google Translate is integrated. So any of our other non-English speaking residents can click a button and it will translate it as accurately as Google will translate things. Thank you for your time. Do you have any questions?
Questions for Aaron? Very good. Thank you, sir. I'll ask everyone to please stand for a brief invocation and pledge. Would bow your heads, please. Dear gracious Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day and for the many blessings of life. We ask for knowledge and wisdom to carry out the business of this county. Anything that we accomplish will give you the honor and glory in Christ's name. We do ask and pray. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. Are there any announcements on the board? Any announcements on the board? We'll move on to the approval of the minutes. First up, we have the minutes of the work session held on January 16th, 2025. Any additions or deletions? Motions.
Make a motion to approve the as presented.
Motion by Commissioner Gaines, seconded by Commissioner Stowers. Discussion. Hearing none, please vote.
Oh, mine says no tasks found.
Little check mark right below it.
Don't tell me what to do, Chris. Ah.
She would prefer either be.
They do get along.
Confused. Did you get that right? Okay.
I mean, I don't know, Herman, did I get that right?
Okay, good.
Thank you.
That's a first. Good job.
And I can't see it. So is that 4-0? That was approved, 4-0. All right, so next up, we have minutes of the voting session held on January 16th, 2025. Any additions or deletions? Motions.
Motion to approve is presented.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Stowers, seconded by Commissioner Bruce. Discussion. Hearing none, please vote. I'm unable to see so it was 4-0?
Work session minutes.
That's the 16th. So do we need to vote again? Last time it was 4.
Did it come through over there as 4-0? Okay, all right, so that was approved 4-0. Next up, we have the minutes of the goal development workshop held on January 21st, 2025. Any additions or deletions? Motions?
Motion to approve as is.
Motion by Commissioner Bruce,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Stowers. Discussion. Hearing none, please vote. That is approved. All right, next up, we have the approval of the agenda. I do have three additions to the agenda. First would be item number 5 under new business presentation, be the Family Connection 2025 fiscal agent request. Number 6 under new business will be Phase 1 environmental assessment for the public health facility. And number 13, which would be to move to a public hearing in reference to the ordinance to provide for terms of members of the Planning Commission. I'll entertain a motion to approve the agenda with those three changes.
Motion to approve the agenda with the three changes.
Motion by Commissioner Bruce. Seconded by Commissioner Stowers. Discussion.
First, you're going to need a refresh.
On the goal development.
Yes, they'll say.
All right, now we're good. Thank you.
I'm here for you.
Thank you.
I got your back.
And that is approved 4-0. No one signed up for public comment in this section. We move on to a public hearing. Our public hearing tonight is updated information for community development block grant application for new public health facility. This is first of one hearing. Miss Melissa.
Good afternoon again. Get my readers on so I can see what I'm trying to do. So as we know, back in August, we had 2 meetings for 2024 where the board approved us to actually be able to apply for the community development grant. And so here we are today where we had the phase 1 that you guys are moving graciously, thank you, to tonight. And this meeting today is to advise the public that there's been some changes in what our plans were for the $1 million we were going to apply for. Previously, we were looking for land, we were going to buy some land, we were going to build a new building. So basically, we have decided that we were going to actually do a purchase lease. And that purchase lease was with Village Partners LLC, which was the old Fred's building or the old church, as most people nowadays know that it being over near J&S. My favorite place to go for breakfast. I can't believe I forgot it. The basis around that is that it's going to be $12,400 rent money or lease money per month. And we're going to do that for 10 years. And then within sometime that first month of January of 2035, we'll actually purchase. How we'll come across that price is that we'll take the appraisal that was done in December 2024 and appraisal that will be due in December 2034, and we'll take the average of that cost, and that's what we will pay. And it has already been approved in the agreement, so it is basically set in stone. And what we will be doing with our community development block grant at this point is we're going to be doing a repurpose reconstruction of that building for the health department. Part of the process to do the application is that a language access plan has to be approved and adopted by the board, and that's part of your package tonight. We also were granted by the Commissioner of Georgia Department of Community Affairs a pre-award cost approval request. What that means that as long as we follow the procurement rules and regulations that U.S. HUD and that Georgia Department of Community Affairs puts out for us, that all of that funding spent will be able to be reimbursed if we get the grant. Now, the approval is in no way a guarantee that we get it, but that it will make sure that anything we do between now and October of 25, when the award is made, that we'll be able to actually still submit those reimbursements so that the building's not sitting until October 25. Let's see. And of course, as we stated earlier, that this is on the SPLOST 7 resolution. And if we get this grant, then of course that's going to make us in a much stronger position to be able to do this building. And y'all have any questions?
Questions for Melissa? I do have one for you. So what, after the hearing, if the board so desires, what do you need from the board? Then to pass this language access plan?
That's correct.
Okay.
To pass that language access plan and for you to sign, and then we'll return it over to GMRC,
Okay.
who is doing our application for us.
Okay. Any other questions for Melissa? Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right, so at this time, I'll open the hearing for the updated information for the Community Development Block Grant application for the public health facility. Anyone here to speak? Anyone? Seeing none, I'll close that hearing. What is the pleasure of the board in reference to adopting the language access plan that she needs?
Make a motion that we approve and adopt the language access plan.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Stowers, seconded by Commissioner Bruce. Discussion. Hearing none, please vote. And that is approved 4-0. We move on to unfinished business. It's consideration of a board appointment, Tax Assessors Board, Tom Kemp reappointment, term February 2025 through December 2027. That was tabled from the January 16th, 2025 voting session. I would recommend to the board tonight that we table that until our next meeting, pending some further information that we still need. Motions.
Make a motion that we table until the next meeting.
Motion by Commissioner Stowers, seconded by Commissioner Gaines. Discussion. Hearing none, please vote. Three to one, okay. Passed, 3-1, okay. That is approved 3-1. All right, we move on to new business. First up, we have consideration of radio frequency memorandum of understanding between Dawson and Lumpkin counties. Basically, what this does allows each county to use the radio frequencies of the other county in those times of need. Is there any other information needed? Motions.
Make a motion that we approve the memorandum of understanding between Dawson County and Lumpkin County on the usage of our radio frequencies when needed.
Okay.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Gaines, seconded by Commissioner Stowers. Discussion. Hearing none, please vote. That memorandum of understanding is approved 4-0. Next up, we have consideration of request to apply for an emergency management performance grant. This is a 50-50 grant. Total grant is $15,568. Our portion would be $7,784. This is a grant that we apply for every year and is budgeted for on an annual basis. Any other information needed? Motions.
Motion to apply for emergency management performance grant at 50/50. Cost to us is $7,784. Total cost is $15,568. Where is that coming from?
That's usually in the fire department's budget.
Okay.
All right, so we have a motion by Commissioner Bruce,
Second that excellent motion.
Thank you.
second by Commissioner Gaines. Discussion.
That compliment, thanks.
Hearing none, please vote. And that's approved 4-0. Next up, we have consideration of request to reclass maintenance worker position to maintenance mechanic. Randy made that request a couple of weeks ago. There's no change in or any money needed for that. It's just a position change. Any other information needed? Motions.
Make a motion that we approve the reclass from the maintenance worker position to a maintenance mechanic.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Stowers, seconded by Commissioner Bruce. Discussion. Hearing none, please vote. That is approved 4-0. Next up, we have consideration of RFP 464-24 Styles Park prefabricated restroom, which Ms. Melissa's going to explain a little deeper.
we have a little bit of an update here for this. So as we discussed this before, we talked about that we were going to look into buying a prefabricated building so that there's no installation with that. It's just actually just delivered to the site. Eddie and his group at the Public Works Road Department is actually doing all the site work, getting that ready. The cost for that was $97,848, and that's off the buy board cooperative agreement. We already have all the funds for that, so it was nothing we needed to have for you. We had money left over in a few projects, and we were able to pull it to take care of this. Because it's just a product, there's no work done, then we're able to go off of this cooperative agreement. As you remember previously, it was almost $400,000 if they bought this very exact same building and stood there and watched them deliver it. And that was really all they were going to do with that $400,000. But because of Public Works, the whole project, we had to put it out for a bid. And we realized that we don't have the funds for that for sure. So I just wanted to update you on that. That has already been ordered. They're in the final design phase for that, and it's expected to be delivered on mid-May of this year, right in time for our June 1st opening. And with all that being said, during that meeting, we discussed that we would like to have $80,000 added to the project budget, get that out, for the site work and the materials that the staff here at the roads department is actually performing themselves. We still need a well. We still need a septic system. If we can remember back a few months ago to get this done and the building, well, no, not even the building, but the parking lot, our lowest price was $1,300,000 and something thousand. So of course, you rejected all of those. And to keep in the line with the law, we actually are bidding out for the labor and materials for the well and the septic system. We really have no thought process that it's going to be more than about $75,000. So that part would not have to come back to you to be awarded in a contract because it's not $100,000. And it's not really a Public Works because this portion of it would be $75,000 at the most. So with all that being said, we are asking that you add funds to the $80,000 so that we can go ahead and when this comes in and just went out, so on March 5th is when that's going to open, that we'll be able to go ahead and get the contract awarded, get the septic in, the well in, so that it'll be ready for the building when it's delivered. Because part of their contract, whoever gets the well and septic system will be tying into that prefabricated building. And RFL will be here to deliver. Our contractors will be there at the same time so that it can all get hooked up at the same time. Otherwise, we got to pay them $1,500 to supervise this being hooked up to the utilities by other contractor so that we do not lose the warranty on the building, which is a year. So it's pretty intense, a very moving parts on this project.
Okay, let me just clarify so I understand.
Yes.
97,000 and some change for the building plus what Public Works is doing?
Well, no, the building itself came out of funds we already had, so we didn't need to ask y'all for those
But
funds.
is that what the 97,000 is?
For
Yes.
just the building?
Okay,
Yes.
The 80,000 is the materials.
Right.
You know, we have those hot asphaltic material contracts that they use. We do those annually because we do so much road work ourselves. So they'll be able to buy right off of those contracts for the materials, since we already have that contract there.
Guys are going to do.
And the labor will be done by staff.
right.
So that's a very good thing.
But you're not asking for money for septic right now?
We would like that. That
Oh,
is
okay.
what we're adding for. It's a total of 150,000.
Okay, that's the part of it.
So-
Okay, got it.
Right. So it's 80,000 for the materials, just to make sure 80 has what he needs and his crew. And then we don't expect it to be more than 70,000, definitely not 100,000 for the septic and the well
Okay.
and to hook up to the building.
Okay,
So you need $150,000 and all that would come from impact fees?
Well, that's where y'all going to have to decide. This project's kind of all over the place with money as well. We have SPLOST 4 in there, we have SPLOST 6 in there, and we have impact fees. So y'all would need to decide where that extra 150 would
We
be
were going to
coming
do,
from.
originally, we were going to do 80,000 from impact fees for the
That's correct.
grading. So
That's
we'd leave
correct.
that there.
Okay.
Anything left in Splash Hills?
And so Splosh 6,
Do we have anything? Splash?
I would request that the additional funds for the septic tank and the well come from impact fees.
Okay, so everything from
We
impact
do-
fees.
We do have the funds available for
Okay,
sure.
so,
Does it come from impact fees for park and rec or for roads?
Park and Rec.
For Park and Rec.
Okay,
Correct.
because it's for the
Definitely.
septic for the site, on site.
Exactly.
Okay.
And that material of the 80,000 would also be Park and Rec because the
Okay.
work is being done at Park
As
and
like a
Rec.
contractor,
yeah.
even though it's in-house. Okay.
Exactly, exactly.
Are we bidding this out, the septic and the well, is that bid out as one thing for one contractor or is it bid out separate? Because a lot of times you'll find a well contractor and a.
We always put it out that it's what's going to be in the best interest of the county.
Okay.
Even if there's 15 different items to do, that's why, like with our medical uniforms and supplies, we have 6 different contracts because we don't want to get stuck with one person.
Yeah.
Better average when you could save $1 here or $5 there.
My second question is we obviously have to have electricity for the building as well as the pump for the well.
That's
Is
right.
that, are we bidding that out?
That is part of the actual full labor for each of the septic and the well. Most companies are going to have an electrician on site because when they come to your
To the building?
house, they're going to be able to do that.
They're gonna run it to the building?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it's not the building itself running, it is going to be for that well
We
and for
got
that
lights and
septic
stuff, don't
system.
we? Do you not have lights in?
We're working with Amicalola EMC for that.
Okay.
Another surprise coming.
Joey, you got anything to add?
For public consumption too, even the funds we're asking for tonight, don't think the well and septic tank is going to cost $75,000. But we want to make sure we got enough. It's a timing thing to some degree. As I mentioned earlier, we're going to get this thing open by June, and I don't want to, if I have to come back and it's going to delay this thing project. So that's one reason tonight Melissa's asking for this.
Most
is
definitely.
So we can get this approved and move forward.
Okay, any other questions? Thanks, Melissa.
Thank you.
All right, so the request is $150,000 for impact fees. That'd be for the materials and stuff for the parking lot and the well and septic tank and any other electrical thing that goes with it. All right, so motions.
We still need to reject the proposed agreement, correct?
That's correct.
So I make a motion that we reject the proposal received and we approve $150,000 to come from impact fees for site work, parking lot, and utilities.
Second.
All right, so motion by Commissioner Stowers, seconded by Commissioner Bruce. Discussion. Hearing none, please vote.
Joey, when is this thing gonna be open? Okay, what year? Okay.
Can we hold you to that?
Try your best, yeah. 4-0, all right. Move on to number 5. All right, so. All right, this is Family Connection 2025 physical agent request for Dawson County would be the physical agent for Family Connection. Any other information needed? Motions.
Make a motion that Dawson County be the fiscal agent for Family Connection for 2025, starting July 1st, 25 through June 30th, 26.
Motion by Commissioner Bruce,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Gaines. Discussion. Hearing none, please vote. That is approved 4-0. Next up, number 6, we have Phase 1 environmental assessment. That was Mill Creek. That would be doing that, and that was $3,124. All right. Any other information needed? Motions.
Make a motion that we award Mill Creek Environmental for the Phase 1 on the public health building in the amount of $3,124.
From SPOS 7, right?
It says 125. I mean, I understand $1 is $1, but does it matter? 24 or 25?
25, okay.
I will amend my motion to be $3,125 from Splash 7.
Second.
Okay, motion by Commissioner Gaines, seconded by Commissioner Stowers. Discussion. Hearing none, please vote. That's approved 4-0. Our last item is the approval of an ordinance to, the ordinance to provide for the terms of members of the planning commission. What we'll be doing is moving this ordinance to a public hearing. Motions.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Gaines, seconded by Commissioner Stowers. Discussion. Hearing none, please vote. And that is approved 4-0. No one signed up for public comment in this section. We do have need for an executive session, and that would be to discuss personnel and real estate. So I entertain a motion to go in executive session.
Make a motion to go into executive session to discuss personnel and land acquisition.
Motion by Commissioner Stowers, seconded by Commissioner Bruce. Discussion. Hearing none, please vote. And that is approved 4-0. We'll meet in executive session in about 5 minutes in the back. Thank you for your attendance.